Welcome to PowerPoint night. It's just me. Today, we're going to be doing a deep dive into my love life. We're going to go through my entire relationship history from my first crush in kindergarten all the way to whenever I turned 18. Because after I turned 18, I went into college, and I'm still in college. The following portion of this video is sponsored. And speaking of college, I am a student. And speaking of being a student, you know what a lot of students have to deal with in college? Student loans. And thankfully, that is the perfect segue into today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Earnest, which is a student loan refinance company. And I think if you have student loans, that you should really check them out. Now, look, I know that nobody wants to talk about their student debt. No one wants to talk about it. No one. Literally no one wants to talk about it. But seriously, guys, Earnest wants to help every student get out of debt as fast as they possibly can. They were actually the #1 student loan refinancer in 2021, meaning that more people refinance their student loans with Earnest than with any other company. With Earnest, it may help you save money and pay your student loans even faster. And the application is super customizable. So if you get approved for a loan, you can pick the payment, rate, and the term that works best for you. If you find the lower rate, then they'll match it. So why not check them out at earnest.com/Jazzy Anne. And thank you again to Earnest for sponsoring this part of the video. Coming up, through a desk at a teacher, let's have a fist fight. Other girl who also liked him. I farted. I never expected myself to fall for the popular boy. There was a restraining order. He was definitely my first love. Also, I went to VidCon. I got back 3 days ago, and I did lose my voice, so that's why I do sound a little hoarse right now. Stop, I did not tell you to turn to that. Let's get started. The timeline. This is the timeline. Okay, next slide. Unfortunately for you guys, I'm not gonna be sharing anybody's actual names. So first up, we have my kindergarten crush. His definitive qualities. He wore glasses, and that is really all I remember. And I said that I liked him a 5 out of 10, but I think I just don't really remember how much I liked him. He was literally nice to me and we were friends, and that's why I liked him. Even in kindergarten, the bar was low from the beginning. I did invite him over once for a play date, but the play date literally lasted only 10 minutes because it was a little girl and a little boy, and both of our moms knew that we liked each other. Bruh, they were not gonna let us hang out for hours when we were 5. I remember I was so excited for him to come over for a play date, and I had teased him at school hey, what if we kiss? I'm 4. Also, his mom never left. We were in the living room playing with my dolls, and his mom was right there. So obviously we couldn't kiss. This girl I was really close with at the time, I told her that I liked this boy, and then the next day she was actually, I like him too. And I was I've never seen y'all interact, but okay. But then he started giving her attention, and I was pissed. I saw him hanging out with her more, and I was okay, literally, if you're literally just gonna easily give your attention to any girl that shows you attention, then bye, I'm not interested. Oh my god, wait, I had high standards from the start. That's the story of my first lover. That's the story of my first lover. Second kid. I did not actually really like this person. This was first grade. Guys, I have been an actress and a storyteller since the beginning. I was swinging on the monkey bars. I was literally playing by myself. I literally wasn't playing with anybody. That's actually really sad. I was literally playing by myself on the monkey bars, and I was swinging, and then I just started randomly crying for help. I literally was help, help. I don't know why. That's actually so annoying. Why did I do that? Okay, and then this kid starts like zooming. He like comes up in this and he's like a superhero. He's like, I'll save you. This actually happened. We're first graders. This kid starts like running around the monkey bars with his hands like this. And then he like catches me. I don't know how he would catch me. I think I just let go and then like, I feel so bad for this kid, but like he was just like a bit crazy. He like threw a desk at a teacher. So I was really confused whenever like he was like being so kind to me on the playground, and like the next day at recess, like he saved me again, and I ended up being like, I'm sorry, like I don't want to play with you, like I don't want to do this anymore. Like I think I hurt his feelings so bad, but I don't know, I did not feel safe around this boy. So that's the end of that story. Next crush. This was my first really significant crush. I liked this boy from 2nd grade to 4th grade, like the whole time. He was a baseball boy, he had brown hair, he was a cutie pie, and he was the new kid at school in 2nd grade. I was really good friends with this boy named Jack in 2nd grade, and it was very platonic. Like we were just friends. Jack and I were really close, but we were also a part of this like random friend group. And at recess, Jack and I and our friend group would always pretend like to write this TV show where we were all the main characters, and we would like act it out at recess. And so this new boy joined our friend group, and he like acted in our fake TV show with us. And I just like kept seeing him around, and I thought he was really cool, and I liked him. Also, so did everyone. Everyone really liked this boy because he was the new boy and he was cute. So we were literally in the same friend group, but for some reason, that still wasn't enough for me, and I like really wanted to stand out to him. As a 2nd grader, I very wanted to stand out to him. I was like, okay, what can I do to get his attention and make a lasting impression? So I go up to him and I'm like, hey, let's have a fist fight at recess. And he was like, I don't know why that was the first thing I decided. I could have done anything. I could have done anything else, but I was like, okay, let's fist fight. Let's get into a fist fight. Keep in mind, I'm in 2nd grade. I'm this tiny girl, very short and petite for my age. I don't know what the crap I was thinking. So many people heard about the fist fight and were like, oh my God, like I can't wait to watch at recess. So then recess comes along and we have like a crowd. We even have like cheerleaders. Like we're just in the middle of the field. This is like a legitimate fist fight. So then we start fighting. I win the first round because this boy was not hitting me at all. He was raised correctly, like, you know, like he's not gonna just start hitting this random girl. But then the 2nd round came along and he like actually started to like tackle me. We were tackling each other in 2nd grade. Like we're so like crazy and frisky. Yeah, but then he tackled me and I lost the 2nd round, and then he tackled me again the 3rd round. Okay, so I lost. Obviously, I was gonna lose. Then the teacher like saw us fighting. I don't know how it took her so long. We had 3 rounds and it took her so long. As she approached, the entire crowd like ran the other way. This was like something out of a movie. Him and I ended up getting in trouble, but I like admitted, I was like, oh, it was my idea. I think she like called my mom, which was so scary. Then 3rd grade came along. We didn't have the same class, but I still liked him because I like thought about him. Like 4th grade came along and him and I were in the same class again. But I also was in the same class as this other girl who also liked him. There was so much drama between us for literally no reason. Not that it matters, but I will say that I do think I won the rivalry. One day, he randomly came up to me and was like, Jazzy, I think your glasses are so pretty. And I was like, what the f? Thank you. I sat on that. I don't think I ever received any other compliment from him ever, but I sat with that. Anyways, that was the end of that boy. This next crush lasted all of 6th grade and a little bit of 7th grade. I don't know what it was about this boy. I liked him so much. I was a little bit obsessed with him. I didn't really have any reason to. It was actually really strange of me, and I'm really glad that I'm not like this anymore. He was blonde, which was a little bit crazy for me because I always found myself drawn to the brunettes. Blonde, blue-eyed, was a baseball boy. I had a thing for baseball boys. Now, I don't give a f. But at the time, I had such a thing for baseball boys. We were actually really good friends in 5th grade. Like, he made me laugh so much. I thought he was so funny. I was just like platonically friends with him in 5th grade. He was actually so annoying. He'd always be like, Jazzy, I know you like me. And I'd literally be like, I literally don't like you. Like, stop. I literally just like being your friend. But then in 6th grade, I did start liking him. So whatever. Maybe he won. Whatever. I don't know what happened. It was like a demon, like, came over me. I liked this boy so much to the point where, like, I, like, could not speak to him. I was so nervous around him. I would literally, like, freeze up anytime he spoke to me. So in 6th grade, every, like, 2 weeks, we had a school dance. I don't know why. It was only for 6th graders. And this was also the era whenever like Gas Pedal came out. At these school dances, like everyone was like twerking on the wall, like these 6th graders. I didn't even understand why like twerking was like a sexual thing. At these school dances, they always would play like at least 3 slow songs in case like anyone in the room was a couple. Any new couple that was dancing was like insane. Everyone would be taking pictures. I'm not kidding. It was like you were famous. To get to the point, a slow song came on and he asked me to dance. This is so embarrassing. I literally just like froze. I was like, like, what the f is my problem? I literally froze and I was just like, like maybe later. Okay, long story short, we never danced and it's my fault. And then the next time we had a dance, he ended up dancing with one of my friends. And I was pissed, but I was also like, you know what? I don't have any room to be pissed right now because I didn't do anything. So anyways, on top of that, another story with this kid. I sat next to him in 6th grade in my math class. Basically, my math teacher hated me. I sat next to the boy I liked so much. And then one day, he was like cracking some jokes as he does, like teasing me, whatever the low-key bullying me. And I was like, ha 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 ha. And then I farted. It was not like a slow release. It was like a little toot. As soon as I farted, everyone's head turned at me. And it was so obvious that it was me, but I was so embarrassed. The dude that I liked, like, he's a little prankster. So he was like, oh, like, ew. And I didn't know what to do. And I was so embarrassed. So I was just like, guys, it wasn't me. Like, whenever it was so obvious that it was me. It was so obvious it was me, and it was literally no one else. It was so obvious. And then my teacher got mad at me for disrupting the class. Eventually, I like stopped liking him just because naturally I was like, okay, this dude is actually like a bit more problematic than I initially thought. So I was like, okay, I don't like him anymore. But this kid will always have a special place in my heart. Even though he's like, was kind of a dick, he will always have a special place in my heart because he was the first boy that I really, really liked that much. It took a lot for me to really like someone again. But eventually I did. 8th grade. This crush, like, kind of sprung onto me out of nowhere. This dude had brown curly hair. He was a basketball boy. He had some big teeth, but I didn't really care. I liked his smile. But he was like a part of the popular group. And that is why this like sprung onto me out of nowhere, because I never expected myself to like fall for the popular boy. Like, I didn't care. I didn't care about any of the popular kids. I didn't care that they were popular. I'm just so indie and different. We had a class together and somehow we like started like bantering with each other on a day-to-day basis. I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm kind of vibing with you. Like, I like you. Nothing that significant happened, really. He did not like me that much, but I didn't really care, honestly. I will say, though, that I was a little bit of a simp. And I hate that word, but like, I genuinely was simping. Like, I was doing things that I would not have done if I didn't like him. For example, he was obsessed with The Flash, the TV show. I watched all 3 seasons that there were at the time, and I liked the first 5 episodes. But after the first 5 episodes, I literally was like, it's not my vibe. But I watched the whole rest of the show just so I could talk with him about it. Bruh, that is embarrassing. Bruh, that's so embarrassing. Also, he was obsessed with Drake. I was never really super into rap, so I didn't really care about Drake, but I like listened to a few of his songs and then like proceeded to learn a few of his songs, a few of Drake's songs on the ukulele in case, I don't know why. What was I gonna do? Pull up to his house with my ukulele and start singing a song for him? I literally know the song Marvin's Room on the ukulele. Thank God I've grown up, is all I'll say. So I liked him in 8th grade. I didn't see him out all over the summer, and then I saw him like the first week of high school. We hadn't talked in a minute. He was with his friends, like they were walking in a group, and I was just like, hey, like I was being nice, and he was like, hey. And all of his friends started laughing. And then this other girl was walking with them and she like mocked me and was like, hey, like said hey to him. I was literally like, man, okay, you suck, actually. Like, what? I'm literally just being friendly. Like, bruh, you are 14 years old. You think you're that hot? Like, chill out. After that, I immediately was like, okay, I'm done. Like, I don't like you anymore. Like, you kind of suck for that. Him and I actually go to school together right now, and I see him around all the time. Do I say hi? No. I am extremely nervous talking about this next person, just because it was my first relationship. I had my first boyfriend at 15. We dated for like a year. Definitive qualities: he was a swimmer. He was friends with my brother. That's how we initially met. Something that was actually super cute and fun was he would send me a meme every single morning, which was actually really, really sweet and endearing. I don't know if this is just how it is with past relationships, but like I will look back on this relationship and like it literally feels like a fever dream. I was 15. It was a long, long time ago. We dated for a long time, but it wasn't a very good relationship. It was just like first relationship vibe. I'm not trying to like trash on anyone. It was literally like both ways. I didn't really know what I was looking for. I didn't really know what I wanted. But he was my first kiss and it was sweet. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Like, I don't want to talk about this. Okay, so we broke up, and then about like halfway into my junior year, I started dating my second boyfriend. Definitive qualities about this person: he had brown hair, he was tan, he was a swimmer, and he also played lacrosse, and he was a baseball boy. He was also smart. He was actually a really, really cool person and really, really attractive. I was like, what? Why are we just now meeting? We dated for like, I think 7 or 8 months. I will be honest, like, I really, really liked this boy. I will be even more honest with y'all. He was definitely my first love. But okay, like, this is not respectfully, this is not an invitation for you to hit me up. If you are watching this video, like, do not hit me up. I don't know, we clicked. He was also just like a really good boyfriend for a minute. Also, like, oh my God, I loved this boy's family. Like, whenever we broke up, I honestly was mourning the fact that I wasn't gonna be able to see his family more than I was mourning the fact that I wasn't gonna be able to see him. Like, I will be honest, it did take me very, very long to move past this relationship just because, like, I cared about this person so much. But I did it! And I'm chilling. Genuinely, I'm chilling. If my 17-year-old heartbroken self could see me now, I feel like she'd be able to just like chill out a little bit. I used to be so ashamed that I was like so caught up on this past relationship of mine. But as soon as I started like honoring my feelings and being like, you know what, I actually am really sad about this, it made it so much easier to move on. I've been able to get into a place where I wish the best for this person. Once again, respectfully, do not hit me up, but I do wish the best for this person. I'm able to look back on a relationship fondly and still be like, but I know this isn't the best relationship I'm ever gonna have. Isn't that so healthy? It did not always used to be like this. It did not always used to be like this. Like, bruh, I am an emotional person. Okay, bruh, this last story, I don't even know if I should be telling this right now. This was like a little bit of a rebound. My last relationship, we broke up like at the beginning of senior year. Like, terrible timing because I didn't even get to go to homecoming with him. End of senior year was rolling around. There was this one kid where I was like, you know what? He's really cute. I'm not ready to be in a relationship right now, but like, I'll just flirt with him, see where it goes. He was a pretty attractive person, but his Snap score was like super low. Also, I had never really heard anyone talk about him before. He also had no social media. So I was like, okay, either this person is woke and like super indie and like super prestigious and cool, or like something is wrong. So which one is it? Let's find out. We talked for 3 days because 3 days later, I found out that there was a restraining. Should I not be talking about this? I really hope he's doing well now. But like, oh, that's why you don't have social media. That's why literally no one knows about you, because like you are just like, okay. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take this as a sign that maybe I'm not supposed to be worried about boys right now. And I did that. And so I just took it as a sign. And then I didn't start thinking about boys again until I went to college. And on that note, that is the end of my dating history. So thank you so much for listening to my stories. And bye.